How you guys doing? I'm at work. This is a lifelong martial artist critique Snoop Dogg's training form or prowess or ability. I've done martial arts my whole life. I'm still young enough to spar. I don't care if you don't believe me. I live in Southern California, and I'd love to work out if you want to take me up on it. But more importantly, I'm here to educate my fellow subscribers. God bless you, you're cool as heck. I have 100 subscribers because of my little cat. And if any of you guys happen to care about martial arts, without further ado. So, one, I'm really proud of Snoop Dogg's form. He's athletic and he's got some flavor. He's got some sugar, as we used to call it, you know. He's got some power. He knows how to snap his punches. And he understands by that little lean back, he kind of understands what's a pull counter, meaning that he's training in such a way that you know that he knows how it is to have punches come after him. Now, I might show some more of it so that you get a second view of what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. But the way he's getting power in his jab is what a lot of people do this. They might start out, I'm a little bit different. I have more of a cross block or shell, and I fire from down here. But to be as orthodox or as textbook as possible, pardon me, I don't look that great, but I'm just going to do the textbook way so you have a general concept, because your coach, if you're a beginner, is going to teach you this way. It's good to learn the fundamentals in the textbook way. So if you ever break the rules, you at least know what you're risking and why you're breaking those rules, not just to like take risks or to look flashy, which is a whole different episode. Excuse me, I got to crack my neck a lot. Or explanation of why I'm dropping this hand. Without further ado, so you're here, right? So his jabs, what a lot of people do is they come and they wind up like this. They drop their hand to like, it makes them feel like they're getting more power. And if you're young and fast, you can just look up Michael Jai White, how he just shoots that fucking jab and his right hand, and the person he tells, look at Michael Jai White. If Michael Jai White shows fast punch or something like that, and he's telling this guy to move his hand, and he's to so he can miss the hand, and he still gets it right. So, oh man, I'm getting older. I gotta crack my neck all the time. So a lot of people do this. They drop their hand. If you're really young and fast, if you like this video, comment or something. I will take this to the punching bag. I don't know if you can see this leg, but where the power comes is pushing off your back leg as if it was like a fencer sword. I'm dropping my hands and being exaggerative so you understand what I'm talking about. Imagine you had a fencer sword here and you push off your back leg to stab. It's almost like the same thing. So you don't have to wind up for power like this. It's just simply pushing off this leg and snapping it. It's like it's loose, and boom, and it kind of snaps back. Also, you might want to practice on a punching bag. Imagine your hands are in your pockets or something, or that you punch with your shoulder. Punch at the bag with your shoulder, so you understand it's a pushing off your back leg, and the shoulder is like, in my opinion, basically precedes the punch. Pushing off your back leg, putting your shoulder into it, your side actually. So basically saying, if I come here on guard, like a fencer sword, if I push off my back leg, it is fast, right? But if I was tilted a little bit forward like this in a more square stance, and I also put my side, and you're gonna put your shoulder into it no matter what sort of, but this is a lot, like I kind of like, I was here protecting myself, And then now, see, I guess to keep being textbook, I'm coming here and I'm basically twisting my body as I'm pushing off my back foot, as I'm leading with the shoulder, as I'm snapping it in your face. You can, if you're not that good at the snap and the whip, you possibly can get away with just imagining that I'm going through the phone, my camera. You're going through their head, just like push, like imagine your bench pressing. That was a bad habit. The shoulder, you can probably get away with that. You're going to use more energy. It doesn't snap back fast enough to have your hand here to watch out for blocking or whatever. Because, once your hands are up, they're more hesitant to just throw any kind of punch at you. Because especially if you're wearing gloves, you're not going to hit my chin. You're going to kind of hit my hand, and I have a lot more reaction time to block. Like here, it's like you're combing your hair. I'm kind of like, my elbow came in front of my face. This is hugging like the back of my head. Sometimes you can get away with doing it just up to here to your like above the crown of your head, right? It's safer if you do it all the way like this, other than if they faked you out and hit you in the rib. That's a whole different video. But namely, you don't have to, the coach is going to tell you not to wind up and drop this hand. If you're going to keep that bad habit and you're going to wind up and drop this hand, one, it helps being tall like Snoop Dogg, because if you're taller than me and I drop this hand while I'm in the pocket in your range, I'm probably going to get tagged. If you kind of have, Michael Venom Page does this really good, stays outside your reach and comes in just enough to get his kicks off and gets back out. So long story short, if you're going to do this wind up jab thing, you might get away with it if you use it as a fake. So you don't really know when I'm coming, if I'm going to come up or boom to your guts. If you look at Customato, Mike Tyson's lead jab to the belly, I don't know how you would look that up. Like Tyson, low jab, Customato, low jab. If you see Customato, who is Mike Tyson's original trainer, spar, mess around with Muhammad Ali, you'll see that Customato lands that low jab. And again, I'm exaggerating. You don't really want, I just drop my hand, whatever. I could get away with it because I'm kind of tall, and it's a different video. Where their legs are, when do you execute these punches without getting kicked in the face? Because if one, are kicks allowed? Two, if kicks are allowed, how to step outside whichever lead foot to make it harder for them to kick in your face. That's a whole different story. But back to the topic, this winding jab thing, you don't need to do it if you're just starting. Yes, it should be like combing your hair. I should bring my head down here. I have neck problems. Okay, so if you want to show your coach what I'm teaching you, and if he critiques you and fixes you up and tightens you a little bit, fine. I'm a little bit sloppy. I'm a little bit open, just to give you an exaggerative demonstration. And I don't mean to brag. I've been doing this for a while. I've pissed off people for going outside the box a little bit, and I am usually the taller player. So yeah. Anyways, so again, you don't have to drop this hand and wind up the jab. You can push off, lead with the shoulder, boom, snap it, right? And if you're going to do this, I call it chicka, woo, woo, like a train, whatever. If you're going to do this wind up thing, it helps to be the taller fighter, and you don't know if I'm going to go. Like you might even have them block it on purpose. So you see this coming a mile away, you blocked it, I got back. Again, yes, I know. I left my face open. I'm imagining I'm getting out of your range. So like boom, you blocked it. Boom, you blocked it. You're expecting this to come, and I took my head offline and got you low. Which reminds me, my Snoop Dogg here, he's throwing good punches with power, but then he doesn't move his head. The most basic way you want to have an escape plan, okay? You're usually out, you usually want to it's not always a scenario, but usually to attack them. You close the distance, you attack, and you have an escape plan. You can also attack to close the distance. Like, it's not just me coming forward and going jab, cross, hook. I can come forward and jab and then cross hook, or I could come in with jab, cross, hook, uppercut, hook, get out. You get the point. This is a little bit advanced. To keep it simple, you can close a distance. Let's just do a 1-2. Closing the distance with the 1, or closing the distance with a 1-2, and then put your hands up at least. So people are slick and they'll go jab, cross, and they'll get their head out. So you see him a lot with he'll boom, boom, but then he waits there, waiting for the coach to reset. Whereas in a real altercation, be mindful when you're punching a bag or doing shadow boxing, that after you attack, they're going to counter. So at least cover up. 1-2, cover up. Which reminds me, unless they're in the corner tired, which is still risky because they can time you and counter. Unless they're in the corner covering up and they're reeling, that's when you can be like, boom, 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 boom. Because George Foreman and myself, I'm nowhere in his league, usually don't have more than 2-hit combos. Because imagine you block that, you block that, you block that, you block that, you're gonna see this, boom, you're gonna get me. If you could keep your eyes open and block, boom, that's why I'm kind of like, you don't know if I'm gonna go 1, maybe you blocked it, 1, down low, 2, and it'll like, and then out. 1, am I gonna fake, 1, fake, 1, fake, 1, 2, get the fuck out. So you get the point. It's attacking and or closing the distance, which in my opinion, you should close the distance as you jab. It's another related video. Mike Tyson would jab and then get out of the way. Jab, get his head offline. So Mr. Snoop here has good power. You can tell he's fight savvy. He whips his punches. He's not incorporating an escape plan. At least have your hands up. And you can, if you're taller like him, you can long block and kind of get out. So you can't hit me in the head if you try to kick me or hit me in the guts. My personal thing is I sweep that away. The takeaways here is, if you're gonna wind up with this jab and do that, have fakes. You don't know if I faked it and I faked it and you countered, but I was ready to be farther away, or I blocked it, boom, and answer. Another thing, when you see him throw his right hand, he's like jabbing, and he throws the right hand like this, jabbing, throwing the right hand like this. What you kind of want to do is, just like you put the shoulder into it, it's like the shoulder almost comes first. Boom. A really good coach, he said he had this drill. He would take beginners and he'd be like, get in front of the punching bag. Okay, put your hands in your pockets. Hit the bag. No, I didn't tell you to put your hands out of your pockets. I told you to keep your hands in your pockets. So you start throwing the punches at the bag with your shoulders. It's the same thing. So I was using my back foot and my shoulder to get this jab for the power. And then when you're ready to use your right hand, the shoulder and the whole body's coming. It's another video to keep. Look at my chin's tucked behind this shoulder and my chin is tucked behind this shoulder. So effectively, just like this was, be off my back foot, shoulders coming here, snap. Same shit, but it's, woo, look at all this. Yes, keep your hand here, whatever, right? So just for exaggerated demonstration so you get it. The whole shoulder's coming, my whole weight, like you're throwing a baseball almost. So it's coming here, snap, and you can get away with it. If you're not good at that snapping motion, you can get away if I was just simply trying to punch through the phone. You're trying to punch through my head. You could get away with that, but if you can get that snap down, you'll shake their brain, you'll concuss them, and it's just much better. So with everything I just said, watch his game again, and then you could kind of get a feel of what I'm saying, okay? So check it out. and thanks for subscribing. Good power. And he's just leaving his head up in the air. He's leaving his head up in the air without blocking. But to his credit, he's tall. So when you're really tall like that, as long as you're staying out of range, you can kind of do that. So that is not bad. That is not bad. To be honest, if Snoop Dogg is in better shape than me right now, he would be a hard sparring match. He's taller than me. He knows how to whip it. He knows how to hit this thing, you know. But that's not bad. That is not bad. But I do see that jab coming a mile away. But that's fine. He's just hitting pads. But remember, you can feint. You can fake it, going high, going low, and then firing that right hand when you're ready. But that is not bad.